Namaste. I am Himanshu Pota from Canberra, Australia. In this short message, I'd like to explain to you what this webinar series is about and equally importantly what it is not about. So let us start with what it is about. This series is an invitation to think deeply about religion and to share those thoughts in a semi-formal setting. Our aim is to explore whether we as a community possess within ourselves the ideas that can become the foundation of a strong and enduring Hindu community in Australia in 100 years' time. After all, everybody thinks, so what is so special about this series? Thinking in the sense we mean here is not merely providing clever explanations for Hindu customs and traditions. Genuine thinking involves intellectual struggle. You know you have truly engaged in a thinking process when you have wrestled with difficult questions, spent sleepless nights reflecting on them, and searched for answers that satisfy not only your intellect but your soul. Let me give one example. Many Hindus accept the doctrine of karma and rebirth. Yet, in our everyday experience, we never directly observe this process at work. This even sounds so counterintuitive. A person who thinks seriously about this idea will struggle to make sense of it. That struggle itself is valuable. It is a sign of genuine philosophical inquiry. Too often, we encounter superficial rationalizations presented as philosophy. We hear conclusions, but rarely do we hear people share the journey, the doubts and the intellectual efforts that led them there. This series is about sharing the journey. We want people to know that they can bring their questions, their uncertainties and their struggles. We are here to listen, to learn together and to support one another in this search for understanding. An intellectual struggle is different from an emotional struggle. In an intellectual discussion, challenging questions are welcome and often enjoyable. In an emotional struggle, the very same questions can be hurtful. It is important to recognize that distinction. Why then do so few people engage in this natural process of inquiry? One reason is that many of us build intellectual fences around our minds. One particularly strong fence is the belief that religion is purely personal and that faith should not be subjected to intellectual discussion. History tells us otherwise. Libraries around the world are filled with books in which faith and religion have been examined with immense intellectual depth. Yet this fence remains powerful because it can only be dismantled from within. If we fail to do so, the consequences are severe. Faith without intellectual foundations can easily become superstition. If we do not do that, we will be practicing superstition in the name of Hinduism. If Hinduism in Australia is to remain vibrant and meaningful for a century from now, it must be supported by thoughtful inquiry and reflection. Finally, let me say what this series is not about. It is not primarily about Hindu response to political figures. Rather, it is about building a deeper intellectual unity rooted in ideas and understanding and not merely emotional bonding. Nor is it about forming organizations to seek government recognition or funding. Instead, it is about cultivating an identity grounded in ideas, values and philosophical reflections rather than simply in race, ethnicity or religious affiliation. We hope that by putting our minds together, we can bring a tradition of thoughtful engagement that will strengthen Hindu life in Australia for generations to come. Thank you, and I look forward to the conversations ahead. Thank you very much.